So we are above here and we've got one more second and there we go. That's another win that we have. So I don't know how many wins is that. We got two or three wins today on the clear channel strategy. So really good stuff. Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, so I want to revisit the clear channel strategy. There were some viewers that were just a little bit confused on exactly what to do. And so I wanted to create another video to give you guys some tips when going in and entering the market, just to increase your chances of winning a little bit more. And so I didn't cover this on the previous videos. So let me just go in here, and really what we're looking for, guys, is when you add the Keltner channel indicator to your charts, you're going to have, what you really want to see is you want to have the price on one side of this channel, and then you want the other side, for the most part, to be clear, right? Hence the name clear channel. So what I mean is you can see the price on this upward trend is hanging out on this side of the Keltner on top. But on the bottom, you can see that on the other side of the middle line, it's, for the most part, it's been fairly clear. So that's where the name comes from. And that's really the setup that you want to see. That's what you want to see on the chart, ideally. Okay? It doesn't have to be like this all the time, because we do have the stochastic oscillator on our side. And I just took a trade using the strategy right now, and it looks like that's working out just fine. Okay, cool. Made a little profit there. But I want to go through here and let's find a chart that is going to be a good setup. And so I've got several assets that I've added to the interface. So I have the currencies up here at the top. Let me go ahead and remove some of these. Sometimes you'll add a currency and the payout amount will drop. And I want to make sure these are all 92%. Okay, everything looks good. And let's go through and find a currency that has a good setup with the Keltner. And by the way, guys, let me go over here and let you know that if you want the settings, it's up here on the indicators menu. First of all, just make sure to select Keltner channel. It's over on the right side, and then also select the stochastic oscillator. Okay. And so those two, you can choose a moving average. You can have that moving average on the chart, which will help you and identify the direction of the market. I don't always use that. I just have it on, but I maybe sometimes will make that invisible just to clear up the chart a little bit so the channels are a little bit easier to see. But for the Keltner channel, for the EMA period, that's going to be 20. ATR period is going to be 10. And the multiplier, which is most important, that needs to be at 2. And so the difference between 1 and 2 is going to be the width of the channel. So this is the most important one right here. Just to make sure that's on 2, go ahead and click on Save. And for the stochastic oscillator, I believe these are the default settings when you first turn on the indicator. So that's going to be 14, 3, 3, and then the moving average will be SMA. Great. So everything looks pretty good. Let's find a chart or an asset that has the Keltner channel very close to what we're looking for, like an ideal setup, okay? We don't have to have it this way, but we can also use the stochastic to help us enter positions, which what we will also be doing. And let's go ahead and browse through. Well, this looks pretty good right here. Let me go ahead and just lower. I'm going to place a put into the market, and we have this stochastic oscillator in an overbought situation where we have that blue line crossing over the orange, and we also have the Keltner. We have the price returning back to the middle line of the Keltner channel. And so that's a pretty good setup, because now why did I enter there? Why did I sell? That's because overall we have a downward trend. And the price it's already came up over that middle line on the Keltner, and now it's on its way down in the other direction, in the direction of the trend. So that's what we want to see. Now, to just keep in mind, guys, there is a tendency to do something called DCA, which is dollar cost averaging. This strategy in itself is basically a DCA strategy, but it doesn't have to be. So you can enter in one trade at a time, take the loss, and then just move on to a different chart if you want to. Or you can do something like this. So if I wait for this candle to come back up and enter again once more because I see it going against me, then that's really considered DCA in trading, right? So let me go ahead and I'll give you an example. We've got 36 seconds on this first position. If I feel like that's not going to be successful, I could enter again, clicking on lower. So I'm placing a put option here. And because I think the price is going to come down because we're overbought on the stochastic. So let's go ahead and enter again, right? Now, this second trade is probably not going to cover my entire loss on the first one, if the first trade goes into a loss, but it gives me another chance to kind of break even sort of on the first one. So that's why, and there you go. So that one's a loss, but we still have this second one going right here. And that's typically how most people use this strategy. They also mark out zones on the chart. So a zone would be different support and resistance areas. The price, areas where the price has touched before several times. You can see the prices came up to this area inside of this rectangle, and you can see that it's just been rejecting off of this area right here. Look at that. Reject, 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 all the way down here. And so we're looking also for another rejection. That's the main goal here, so we can see that come down. And let's just wait this out here and see what happens. So again, we are overbought on the stochastic. The stochastic is at that 80% line. So that looks really good. And we need this price to come down. I'm using the 1 minute chart and I have the timer set to 2 minutes. And we've got about 32 seconds, guys. It's still up there. So we could DCA again. I really don't want to, although I've got the odds on my side because I have this zone up here that the market is rejecting off of. It keeps rejecting off of that area, and we have this overall downward trend. So in my eyes, I think it's still a good trade. It's still a good position. And so this is looks like it's coming down. We've got about 2 seconds. And it's coming down. All right, so there you go. That was a nice win, and we're crossing over the middle line on the Keltner channel, and it just continues down. And so that was a decent trade. Let's go ahead and look for another one here. Okay, this looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and enter, guys. I'm entering really fast because, we're recording the video here and I want to get some trades in. But normally I would take a little bit more time. But see, now why did I enter? I took a buy, so I placed a call option into the market. So I'm anticipating the price going up. Now, why did I do that? It's because we have an overall upward trend. Okay, we can clearly see that. And the price has came down to the middle line on the Keltner channel or a little bit past it. Okay, even if it goes a little bit past it, I've entered the market and now it's going up. Let's look at the stochastic oscillator. So we are oversold, guys. Check this out. And we've got that blue line that is a little bit of a ways from the orange line. Let me go ahead and thicken that line a bit. You guys can thicken these lines by coming in here from 1 pixel to 2 pixel. And this is going to make it easier to see. Look at that. So now if the blue line is on the bottom of the orange line, what's the next step for that blue line? The next step is for the blue line to cross up over the orange line. And that means the price will be going up. And sure enough, as soon as the blue line flattens out and it gets closer to that orange line, look what happens. The price is going up right there. Now we're still not in the clear. Guys, we have 33 seconds to go. So, we're still going to wait this out. We could have a loss. But so far we've got the stochastic on our side. Now we've got that blue line that has already crossed over. The next step for the stochastic is for the blue line to cross over the orange. And that would mean that the price could come down. So just remember that. The stochastic is pretty cool. It's very simple. It's only 2 lines, and it gives us a lot of information on really what's going on. So we are above here, and we've got 1 more second, and there we go. That's another win that we have. So I don't know how many wins is that. We got two or three wins today on the clear channel strategy. So really good stuff. We can take another position at this moment because we're anticipating the price still going up. We are still oversold on the stochastic. Let's go ahead and enter one more time. I'm using 1% on my real account. And we are all the way down here at the 20% on the stochastic. So, yep, waiting for that to come back around. We've got 2-minute timer. And so we're going to go ahead and wait this out. And so for the most part, everything is working out. The big thing though here, guys, is what you really want to look for is just to make sure that one side of the Keltner channel is clear or has been clear for a little while. Just to make sure that, you want those candles and the price to stay on the opposite side of the clear channel as much as possible. But that just shot right back up. Yep. Now, why did it shoot back up? Why did we enter the trade? Again, we're going at an upward trend, and we also have, how many seconds? We got 49 seconds. It was oversold on the stochastic. And so we've entered twice. And also the price has already came down below that Keltner on that middle line there. So we can go ahead and take that position and do a buy. So really nice. We've got about 28 seconds. Let's go ahead over here to the line chart. Now we're not totally in the clear, guys. Something could happen. This thing could come right down. But if you look at the line chart, look at the distance. Look at that. So here's our position down here. We've got about 13 seconds. I don't think this is going to come down in 10 seconds. I think we're going to be okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the candles and look at that. Just beautiful. So take some of these tips, and I hope this helps you guys out when using the clear channel strategy. I wish you all the best of success, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care. Hey everybody, Mark here. I have a question for you. Are you struggling to become profitable with binary options? Does it seem like no matter how many wins you get, your account balance is either going down or it just seems to stay in the same spot? Well, I've got a solution for you. It's called the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, and it gives you the potential to make between 5 and 10% on your account every day. You could have multiple losses in a row and still come out profitable. And you guys know that, having proper risk management is your key to success with trading. And this trade manager gives you that edge that you need. So join the VIP Telegram group now and get access to all my premium calculators and spreadsheets. Now's the time. It's time to take your trading to the next level. You'll find the link below in the description of this video. Have a good day.